Good evening. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has said on kindness, I quote, "It is important to reflect on the kindness of others. Every aspect of our present well-being is due to others' hard work," unquote. In spite of all the drudgery and the negativities we see around us, the world is beautified by the kindness and compassion of numerous people. The world is witness to thousands of such people who sacrifice immensely in order to give joy and happiness unto others. Gratitude. The Cambridge Dictionary describes gratitude as a strong feeling of appreciation to someone or something for what the person has done to help you. Tonight, in gratitude, we dedicate this event to one such person who has given up so much of herself for the sake of thousands of children. Welcome to the English Literary Tribute to Ama Jetsun Pema. It is a great privilege for me to welcome to this occasion the chief guest, Mrs. Sonam Dongala, former TCV Education Director, who has also been the principal of upper and lower TCVs. I also extend warm welcome greetings to the President of TCV, Mr. Sonam Sichila, the Education Director, Reverend Tenzin Telekla, other dignitaries of the head office, and all other distinguished guests. For this literary tribute, we have 8 participants from TCV schools, and they're going to present different literary pieces such as speech, poem, songs, and drama, which are created and centered around the same theme, gratitude to Amala. All these literary pieces are composed by themselves from the tune of the song to the rhymes of the poem. Without any further delay, we shall now begin with the presentation. To start with, we have the first poem, Amala, to be delivered by Master Tenzin Changchup of Class 12 from TCV Selekyu. Please welcome Master Tenzin Changchup.
A very warm good evening to one and all present here. Today, I, Tenzin Chanju, studying in class 12 from TCV Selekyu, take it as a great honor to greet the dignitaries, guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends to this spectacular evening dedicated to Ama Jetsun Pema. And our present, every child received a new life under the wings of Amala. So here I present my self-composed poem entitled Amala. Jingle bingle as the cold wind blew, a story to be told as the time flew, waiting for the day to end in a blink, to hear the tale as the hearts sing. In 1940, at the capital of Tibet, born the angel we may not forget, the unsung warrior who changed our lives. Through education, she still strives. Younger sister of His Holiness the 14, Ama Jetsun Pema, for all to be seen. 1950, she arrived in India, a young girl then with bright idea. Returned to India in 1964 for the Tibetan children who need more, and took over the parental responsibility to run the TCV with her humility. The Horizon initiated at Dharamshala from oldest TCV, Upper Dharamshala, spreading its wings across the country, nurturing the destitutes across the country. For a good meal, we do not howl, yet a mountain of rice set in a bowl. A single rice is to measure. Now tell me, who do we owe this pleasure? Your hair now turns silver, your face wrinkled all over, your back now stooped a bit, yet you never opted to sit. You showed the world morally to think others before self thoughtfully. A savior in our tarnished world, illuminated just like the radiant gold. You are the reason for the happy smile on my face. You are the reason we children have every need base. Your kindness exceeds the boundaries forbidden. Ama Jetsun Pema, for all to be seen. The portrait of a lady stands still with smiles, your name to be heard from miles to miles. As you move with silent majesty, you hold her hand so gently and showers your selfless love to future seeds. We call you Amala with all good deeds. You are the bridge that turns dreams into reality. You are the angel who brings prosperity. You are the epitome of wisdom, compassion, and kindness that never dies, even in the darkest times. Repaying your kindness is like climbing the Everest. Repaying your sacrifices is like reaching the stars. As a gesture to show your greatness, we vow to show loving kindness. I bow my heart in the gratitude to show the life given to the destitute. May you live for eons and eons to dispel the darkness with your benevolence. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amala. May you live long. May you live.
Thank you, Master Tenzin Changchubla. Next, we have Ms. Rinchen Kamatomo of Class 11C from TCV Gopalpur. Ms. Rinchen will deliver the poem, A Tribute to Amala.
Good evening all. Today I'm here to recite a self-composed poem entitled A Tribute to Amala. Is she a woman known for having a great nerve? Or has she got the flair for her undeciphered love? Well, no one needs to inquire deep histories about her. Great generosity has casted light upon her nature so far. There is an imaginary treaty she has signed to always try to have an axe to grind. Yes, she is a lady with a heavy hope. For many climbers, she's the main rope. For TCVians, she's all in all. To our boundary, she's the strongest wall. To quench our thirst for education and comforts, literally, no one can count her tireless efforts. Every possible facility catered for a bright future. To learn freely in exile and preserve our culture. She has infused in us those great moral values, emphasizing on giving, but in return, no dues. Lucky are those who had grown under her care, where even snippet was taught to share. There aren't any exhausted tears she had shed. Why? Of course, she's the mother of Tibet. An existence of women like her is seldom, oh boy, her blessings are source of her endless joy. How I wish to place my head on your pampering lap. I'm sure ears to your stories won't cause a nap. Amala, even though your presence is not near, but remembering you is still what I hold dear. Easiest one is by munching the morning blessed bread, the taste of which is the sweetest and is widely spread. She isn't a damsel in distress at all, rather a woman with a high soul. She has imbibed in us those melodious preaches. A soul like hers is absolutely among the richest. We the TCVians, as the old flames, fulfilling our desires should be one of our aims. Focusing on studies and to preserve that holistic Tibetanness must be the root cause of our happiness. Today, I deliver you all the Tibetan children's voices that we owe and love you for your every sacrifices. Your presence radiates in us those intense guts. Amala, we thank you from the greatest depth of our hearts, from the greatest depth of our hearts. Thank you, Amala.
Thank you, Ms. Rinchenla. That was wonderful. Now, for the first speech of the evening, I invite Ms. Nangsil Chiki of Class 11 Commerce from TCV Balakupi.
Greetings to all, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. I'm Nangsil Chiki, a class level commerce student representing TCV School Balakopi. I stand before you to deliver a speech dedicated to our dear Amala. An angel was born to Chogyong and Deki on 7 July 1940 in Lhasa. She was named Jetsun Pema, an angel, because she is the sole savior of thousands of Tibetan refugee children, be it the orphan, the semi-orphan, the destitute, the newly arrived tender, and innocent children from Tibet, leaving behind the Himalayas, their home and parents for better education and to escape from the oppression of Communist government of China. She's a true mother, a true Amala, in all sense, rightly so. She was awarded Mother of Tibet in 1995 by the Assembly of Tibetan People's Deputies in Exile, and Mother of Earth by TCV Foundation, Italy in 2006. Today, she is well known throughout our Tibetan community as Amala. To let you know very briefly about her schooling and education, she went to India in 1950 to study at St. Joseph Convent in Darjeeling and later at Loreto College. In 1961, she went to Switzerland and then to England for her further studies. In April 1964, she returned to India. She picked up the responsibility of caring these destitute children after passing away of her elder sister, Ama Jetsun Pema, in 1964, soon after her return to India. She bravely fitted herself into the shoe of her sister in no time by working tirelessly day and night and managed to surmount every obstacle to feed these vulnerable Tibetan refugee children. When the organization was formally incorporated in 1972 as TCV, she worked as its president until her retirement in 2006. She says, "My dream is that all the refugee children should be able to grow up as brothers and sisters and get lots of love from their home mother." She always puts the children's interests first, and under her leadership, TCV oversees tens of thousands of refugee children and youths in exile, giving them a home, a family, education, and hope for the future. It is the largest educational organization in Tibetan exile community today. She has dedicated her whole life nurturing, providing education and sense of belongingness for these Tibetan refugee children. It is solely because of her love, support, and guidance that our religion, culture, and language has remained resolute and prolific even after 63 years in exile. She also holds the title First Tibetan Woman Minister to serve the CTA when she was elected as one of the 3 ministers in 1990 and in 1991. She took charge of Education Department when she was again elected by the Tibetan Parliament in exile. All in all, her dedication, sincerity, and sacrifices for our community shall always remain etched in the minds of all the TCV children. She is also my inspiration to give back to my community, and I genuinely thank her for everything. With this, I would like to end my speech by quoting a line of one of the ex-TCV students who said, "To Amala, you embrace every child like your own blood and make us fed with your love and affection. I shall propagate and exercise your love for the rest of my life." Unquote. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nangsila. For the next speech, I call upon Master Chingorup of Class 10C from TCV Suja to convey his speech, "Amala, you sacrificed so we could rise."
A very warm good evening and Tashidilik to everyone. It's an honor and privilege for me to stand here today and take the part in the event. As it's obvious to everyone that we all are here to pay our utmost gratitude to the former Kalun, former president of TCV, and forever mother of Tibet, lovingly known as Ama Jetsun Pema. What are we? Refugees. Since 1959, we have become one in this world. There are lots of refugees, but unlike them, we are different. We are under the care of the world's greatest leader, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. We are the luckiest of all. We close our eyes at night without worrying about tomorrow. We open our eyes and yawn with a guaranteed breakfast. We run to our class without stressing about education. We can pray without worrying about being beheaded. We can walk around fearlessly and talk freely. We are in a peaceful community. We are in TCV schools, a school which never leaves your side even if the world does. A school which is the home hope, and happiness of all the children. We are treated equally. We are loved, regardless to caste, religion, or color. We all are one big family, a happy family. And the mother of our family is Ama Jetsun Pema. She's the backbone of our home. Without her, our family will only be a family and not a happy one. She has sacrificed her dreams for us. She works day and night for us. She puts her hands together for who? For us. Her tireless work and determination have saved the lives of thousands and has given us the right to dream as well as the opportunities to achieve them. This right to dream has made our generation stand shoulder to shoulder with the youngsters of other parts of the world. Number of graduates from TCV schools have grown up to be doctors, professionals, teachers, journalists, and many other multitude of impressive characters. Beyond education from textbooks, Amala has taught us to be a good and a contributing member to the society by examples, because of which students from TCV are not only going to stay and live, but will go on to help the other needy children, encourage and raise new generations of Tibet who are able to dream even bigger and higher. I honestly can't imagine my life in present situation if I was not taken under her care. She has given me a family, a home, and hope. If there is a way or term in which I can make her genuinely happy, is by becoming an educated, humble Tibetan citizen. In 1995, the Assembly of Tibetan People's Deputies honored her with the title Mother of Tibet, and the like, as our school motto says, others before self. She always kept the Tibetan children upbringing and betterment before her comfort. She had lived by the title and our school motto as one person, one highly compassionate and visionary person. Such depth of love and care can be given by a person whose sole interest and mission of life is the life of orphan and destitute children. We won't really be able to imagine that she had given 42 years from her life in taking care of the children in TCV schools. Even after her retirement in August 2006, she remained active in strengthening the Tibetan community as a whole. Such is Ama Jetsun Pema. Her untiring determination and insurmountable courage inspires the whole world. I would like to quote the words spoken by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, when conferring her with the Nari Shakti Puruskar in 2018. So far, 52,000 students have graduated from her institutions, of which 50% are Tibetan refugees. Apart from Tibetan children, her institution also imparts education to the children from Himalayan regions. And it is so true that under her vision, TCV has now become a home to my brothers and sisters from the Himalayan regions. I have so many friends from Himalayan regions in my school, and we all study, live, and laugh together in the same campus. It is because of the vast visions of His Holiness the Dalai Lama at Ama Jetsun Pema that Tibetan refugees have become the most successful refugees, trying their best to help others as much as possible while struggle for the country going in parallelism. Thus, with this knowledge about her vision and her sacrifices, we must all make a pledge that whatever duty is assigned to us as students at present, we shall all do it sincerely, and in future, we must all pledge to become a compassionate human being. This will become the greatest and most practical return present for her. We love you, Amala. We really do. And thank you for everything. Deep respect.
Thank you, Master Sringla. Up next, we have a short drama presentation titled Story of Tibet, performed by Class 4 students from Lower TCV. Please welcome them.
Good evening. Story of the Tibet from lower TCV students. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs.
You thought we would tell you the story of three little pigs? Haha, no. Yes, forget the pigs. Let's have another animal in our story. The yak.
Tibet is divided into 3 provinces, Amdo, Yuzhang, and Kham. It is surrounded by the most beautiful mountains and more than 20 rivers flow through it. Amongst which 3 rivers, the Yangtze, the Indus, and Salween originate from Tibet. Other than yaks, you can also see lots of cows, horses, sheep, ibis in the Tibetan land. People of Tibet lead a simple lifestyle. Most people believe in Buddhism. There are many famous monasteries with lots of monks, and the Potala Palace is also situated in Tibet. Tibetan is their mother tongue.
Tibetan is our mother tongue. Does everyone speak Tibetan? Then why do we live here? Why not in Tibet?
In 1951, the Chinese annexed Tibet as Tibetans were occupied with their daily routines. They heard an army coming towards them, and soon the Chinese were everywhere. The Tibetan revolted against the oppression and many people were killed. Soon the Dalai Lama had to escape from Tibet and come to India in 1959. He disguised himself as a soldier to cross the border for many days on a horse. Slowly, he started seeking help from our neighbor India, and more Tibetan people began migrating to India after him. In India, we started working as cooks. Construction laborers, sweater knitters, monks, etc. We then constructed monasteries, schools, and settlements. We also built so many roads in Himachal Pradesh. Today, Tibetans are spread across the world leading good lives with more knowledge about our culture and the world outside. Over these 70 years, we have preserved our culture, language, our song.
Thank you, Team Lower TCV. Now I would like to call Mr. Turup Norbu from TCV Ladakh to give a recitation on his poem, You Are Everything to Us, Amala.
Good evening all. I'm Tudup Nubu, representing my school, TCV Ladakh. It's an honor beyond my imagination addressing such an audience who gathered here to pay tribute to an individual who is a synonym to the word TCV. She's the milestone, she's the landmark, she's the turning point in making of this awesome academic institution called TCV. We love you, we honor you, you're everything for us, Amala. This is the title of my self-composed poem. Let me read it out for you, Amala. Here it goes. In the year 1940, born in the land of high mountains, bounded with love and care, Amala, you're everything for us. In the melancholy darkness, she gets lit up like a moon. For us, the suffering she has gone, through the deeds she has done, has an echo in our hearts. Amala, you're everything for us. How noble are her thoughts, who always endured and fought. She is the mother of millions and light in the darkness. Amala, you're everything for us. Whenever I look at the sky, I thank heavenly bodies for sending her in our life, who never ceases to love and inspire us. Amala, you're everything for us. Her works are unimaginable, the one who is incomparable. When I go through the deep slumber, I could hear a gentle voice. Amala, you're everything for us. I'm grateful for the Almighty for giving us you, Amala. You are just brave and great, putting others before self. Your grace, your stature has no match. Amala, you're everything for us. She has a truly beautiful mind that gets us by. The school where we study, for us, she's like our guardian angel. Amala, you're everything for us. You are immortal in our heart and mind. We are fortunate who gets to call you Amala. Thank you, Amala. You're everything for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Turupla. I would now like to bring your attention to a group of Class 6 students from TCV Suja to carry their poem to Amala with love.
Good evening to all. Today we, the children of TCV Suja, would like to recite a poem called To Amala with Love. To Amala with love. The countless children around the world whose lives we continue to touch. Forever in your depth we remain. For your love, hard work and dedication. You have advocated for the voiceless, a beacon of light to those in darkness, a glimmer of hope to who are lost, and wings to fly for those who are bound. Helpless we may have been at times, hopeless when not, for we had your counsel. Your forever presence in our lives is like a safe anchor at the harbor. How wonderful it is to be nurtured by a mother who loves us unconditionally, whose life has been spent in the service of children like us, who had nothing more than a pocket full of dreams. Under your constant love and care, we feel blessed and fortunate to be nurtured into wholesome human beings. May you live long and healthy lives, Amala. So, on this very special occasion, to express our love and gratitude, we, the students of TCV Suja, rejoice this day and pray for you. Oh Amala, may you live long and healthy life. Oh Amala, we love you. Thank you with gratitude, Amala.
Thank you, Team Suja. May I now invite Ms. Tringdiki from TCV Gopalpur to carry out a speech, Gratitude to Amala.
Even when a mother's soul is tired, she finds strength for her family. The mother I am talking about is Ama Jetsun Pema, and the family I am talking about are all the children of TCV Schools. Good evening to everybody. My name is Tringdiki, studying in 8th grade of TCV School, Gopalpur. I am greatly honored to speak on the occasion of 62nd Founding Anniversary of TCV Schools. I take this opportunity to present a short speech. I have a strong urge to express my heartfelt gratitude to Ama Jetsun Pema, who has made a huge impact on our lives and has been blessing us for many, many years and even now. I know no speech can do justice to the tireless contributions Amala has made to transform TCV into a big, close-knitted family. I consider Amala as a beacon in the dark and hope for our strength. I take pride to be one of the fortunate ones enrolled in TCV school and be a part of this great, indeed blessed family. TCV has nurtured and educated many children. Graduates of TCV have grown up to become doctors, teachers, business owners, entrepreneurs, social workers, and whatnot across multitude of industries. Not only these individuals are prospering in their own careers and giving back to their communities, but are also guiding and encouraging new generations of Tibetans who are able to dream even bigger and reach even higher than those before them. TCV and its system is what has allowed Tibetan culture, religion, language remain so resolute and prolific even after 63 years in exile, and none of this would have been possible without Amala, who wholeheartedly devoted herself in raising us and providing a sense of belonging to Tibetan children. Her intentions of shouldering the responsibility were truly out of kindness and not to gain popularity. I have never met Amala in person because it's only been 2 years since I joined TCV, but I was amazed by the facilities provided to the children. All the children are holistically developed here. We receive parental care in school environment. It's my first time in boarding school, but I am learning a lot apart from academic, like being self-reliant, helping others, leadership qualities, community service, decision-making, socializing skills, and work ethic. The effort and determination of Amala have brightened many lives of Tibetan children. This gratitude and love is expressed by all those across the globe, despite Tibetans who either have or have not attended TCV. Successful mothers are not the ones who have never struggled. They are the ones who never give up despite the struggle. We will be forever indebted to Amala for the unconditional love, selfless work, and not giving up on us. Thank you all for being a part of this symbolic day. I am eternally thankful to Amala and wish her a long, healthy, and happy life. Thank you, Amala. Thank you all. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tringdikila. Next, we have a speech, Thank You, Amala, to be delivered by Ms. Sangil Hamo of Class 10 from TCV Chontara.
Hello, TCV. A very auspicious evening to all the TCVians gathered here to commemorate the 62nd anniversary of TCV. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. I'm Sangil Hamo. I am presently studying in Class 10, TCV School Chontara, and today I am on behalf of TCV School Chontara to deliver a self-composed speech thanking Amala. So, with dedication to the legendary mother of Tibet, Ama Jetsun Pema, I would like to thank you from the deep core of my heart for your unconditional contributions and unimaginable sacrifice throughout your whole life to give us a better and a brighter future. I feel extremely inspired by everything you have accomplished, and you constantly motivate me to be a better human and a better woman. I could lay down all of your numerous accomplishments and accolades you have received over the years, which is otherworldly and incomprehensible, but all of your achievements are a result of your kindness and selflessness within yourself. I can with confidence say that you are a mother figure to me and each and everyone present here. I will be eternally grateful to you for giving me a haven of education and knowledge, which constantly evolves me to be a better human being. I keep marching forward with you in my heart and in my soul, and to make you proud when I flourish out of these walls with flying colors. The pavement you have laid down, especially for the Tibetan girls, has helped me tremendously in navigating my next move towards my career, and it will be my lifelong mission to follow your footsteps and do everything in my reach to help people and give back to my beautiful community just like you did. You took your responsibility with grace and passion and loved us unconditionally like our own mother and never made us feel the absence of parental love and care. Under your love and care, many students became independent and are able to strive and achieve their dreams and goals. With your generosity, character, and nature, you are the person idolized in every TCVian's heart and soul. You are the person who the children look up to. In my 15 years of life, I've never seen or heard anyone so great like you, and you inspire me every day to be a better and a stronger woman who can shoulder any responsibility. Only because of you, Amala, we, all the TCVians, are able to learn something new each and every day to grow in our own ways. Every individual here is standing on their feet, literate and healthy, all because of your hard work, which has concluded in success. I'm not able to speak out about how grateful I feel for you. Even words are too little to express about your humongous contribution in the lives of Tibetan as well as Malayan children. Brothers and sisters, we must never forget, within us is the power to get freed from Red China. The only spark of freedom that is seen in the eyes and that dwells in the heart of you and your brothers is what keeps us going every day. My friends, my time here is coming to an end, so I would like to wrap up with these beautiful lines. In a world where women are taught to be quiet, you decided to be different and you chose to yell. In a world where women are handcuffed into suppression, you decided to break free. And in a world where women are only supposed to be in the kitchen, you became a role model and a mother figure to this whole community. Thank you all, and I wish everyone a great life ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Sangilamula. Now it's time to enjoy a beautiful song on Amala from the students of Upper TCV. The lyrics and the music of the song are composed by Ms. Tenzin Pamo of Class 10D, and the lyrics of the rap are composed by Master Tenzin Rinchen of 12A. Please welcome the band.
Hello. ever since the day I'm loved from care, I'm blessed. You can focus when we're down, the angels sent from above. You make a life complete with the little things you have. You're the one that we adore, you're the one that we need. We can't imagine our life without your irreplaceable peace. The only one we can trust and lean on when we are tired. Thank you for the sacrifices that you made for us. Your inspiration, our motivation, Amala.
In the times of darkness, she was there to give us hope. Like the Syrians shining in the night sky, she made it easier for us to cope. Not a day should pass without us expressing our gratitude for what we are today and what we have.
Amala, you've been an angel ever since the day I came. You raised this good care for us, yes, you did your best. There's a message to the world who go to war and sacrifice to make a better life for all the kids. Thank you, it's not enough, you're the reason that we're here and why we can't just give up. Maybe you could laugh or you could cry for the song.
We Tibetans are truly privileged to receive your unending love, and we swear upon ourselves to let your struggle and pain together go in vain. Ama Jetsun Pema.
Oh my God. Thank you, that was great. And now invite Ms. Tenzin Dekit of Class 10 from TCV Chondra to recite her poem, Amala.
Good evening, TCV. So today I'm standing here on the stage with much pride and divinity in the name of TCV and in honor of a great mother figure, Ama Jetsun Pema, on behalf of my friends, brothers and sisters and dear staff members back in TCV Chondra. So, taking this grand opportunity in hand, I would love to recite a self-composed poem titled Amala. So without wasting much time, let's get started. We pay our homage to thee for the sacrifices you made. You loved and cared for us like your own and carved us children a better future. To the hopeless and homeless ones, you are the guardian angel. You are the apple of our eye and a mother that never lies. You are a goddess in human form, encouraging us through this endless roam. You relinquish your divinity, liberating us from destitution. Sorrow, trouble, and pain you've been through, mother of all the TCV schools, rising, shining stars of day and night. For the Tibetan children, Amala will fight. Your kind smile that we see today is a therapy for us every day. Saving one is what we do, but saving millions is what you do. Tears, love, and gratitude that we have, even afterwards, our Amala makes us laugh. Sour, itching, and rashes whenever we got. To me and my friends, Amala helps us a lot. Your hands, that's always strong, has given us everything we long. In this world of infinite beauty, we see you take almighty duty. You begin to serve the Tibetan schools at a very young age of 20 for the bright future of our land and became our legendary Amala. We love you deep from our soul. Even if we die, the world is in a fold. You loved us like a true mother. Oh, you are like no other. Your kind soul that's warm and sunny makes our life tingle with destiny. Your face with a smile so bright shows us the way to the light. You are a mother figure to all, no matter how many times we fall. You care for us a lot and always put us forward. Thank you may just be a mere word to say to you in this world. Genuine gratitude we pay towards you from us who always love and aspire you. Thank you, Amala, and thank you, TCV. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Tenzin Dekit. The next poem is to be delivered by Master Kilsang Punjung of Class 11 from TCV Bailakupi.
Greetings to all. Respected chief guests, dignified gentlemen and ladies, and my fellow future of Tibet. I am Kilsang Pinchung, a student of class 11 representing TCV Bailakupi, stand before you to recite a poem entitled Amala, a Lamp in Darkness. 1959, a nation was lost, a nation that belonged to us, a nation called Tibet. From the east, an army of red ants From the east, an army of red ants marched on their feet and trampled every soul under their feet and devoured every land they see. Rivers of blood and bodies swept the land, rains of tears shed by all generations. Under such brutal suppression, allies watched in horror and dread. Our leaders of great foresight foresaw the future battle that must be fought, not with arms, but with compassion. A small battalion of different generations fled to the great nation, India, for a brighter future, not just for Tibet, but the world at large. In the face of the endeavors, the hope for a new tomorrow was burning out. Bodies were worn out, and the trauma of the disease were taking over. A savior was needed to help the soul of the helpless and depressed. Like a lamp in darkness, the Almighty blessed us all with Amala, a kind and benevolent soul. She traveled far and wide, spreading awareness of the country unheard of, to preserve our unique identity. She envisioned the crisis ahead, set forth with a goal in mind and a gentle smile on the face. The first TCV was built on the land away from home. Countless hardships were all endured by her grace with a warm smile on the face. The droplet then has formed in ocean now, from east to west, north to south, the land of snow known all over. We, the TCVians, are ever grateful for your motherly act, making us feel at home, away from home. May you live long, Amala, and you shall always be present in our heart for ages to come and by.
Thank you, Master Gilsang. Now, Stanzin Tashi of Class 9B from TCV Ladakh will convey his speech.
Good evening to all. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Stanzin Tashi, representing my school, TCV Ladakh. I should first like to offer my felicitation to my loving Amala. In her honor, this historic gathering gained momentum with high regards and warm wishes to everyone present here. I would like to address the audience. Before I begin today's topic, I would like to express my gratitude to my teacher for believing in me as a worthy student. It gives me the confidence to stand here on this platform. And I'm all the more glad that the topic is very relevant and something close to not only to my heart, but to all of us. I guess there is no one who does not recognize or have not heard of Ama Jetsun Pema, the younger sister of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. She is lovingly known as Amala, which means respected mother. She is one of the most compassionate ladies of Tibet. For me, Ama Jetsun Pema is someone who is so selfless and dedicated her entire life nurturing and educating young Tibetan children who have no one to look after them. What I have become today is only because of you. I feel deeply indebted to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama and Amala. Coincidentally, I have had a good fortune to meet her in a restaurant in Ladakh. And I will never ever forget that very precious moment in my entire life. At that auspicious moment, we haven't had a formal conversation, but I was able to offer greetings and show my joy of meeting her. So, for me, it was an unforgettable day as I never expect I would meet her in person. As our school motto says, others before self. You wholeheartedly put your effort, energy, and time in the interest of our beloved children, the seeds of future Tibet. You have left no stone unturned to mold the young minds on the path of compassion and kindness. You have traveled miles to establish learning boards for the children of far-flung areas of Ladakh. Your effort didn't go waste and is bearing fruits from every field. The school once you built in Ladakh is an exemplary in our locality. You still work tirelessly to inspire a generation more to come. The countless awards and accolades you've won are enough proof to your sacrifices. Not just Tibetan, but your name and fame can be loudly and clearly known beyond the borders when Ajut Thukje, a Ladakhi student and an alumnus of TCV Ladakh, has recently shared, and I quote, "I was orphaned at a very young age when my both parents were killed by a landslide in Zanskar. My childhood could have been a very troubled one, and my life in shambles if not for the timely help rendered by the gods and saviors, Amala and Ledgen Tenzin-la, the founding director of TCV Ladakh. I'm proud of what I am and who I am, all thanks to Amala and Amala alone. Today, I feel extremely fortunate standing on my own feet and serving hundreds of students in my capacity as a lecturer." I unquote. See, the example I've just cited, it's only one among 100, a mere drop in ocean of service delivered by Amala. I mean, I can go on quoting such instances for days on end. Yet, respecting time, I will stop here. Amala, you are an icon of a selfless angel. We are proud to be your children forever. Thank you, Amala. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Tenzin Tashi. Now let's carry out with the next speech provided by Ms. Tenzin Tiang of Class 12A, TCV Upper.
I quote, "My dream is that all refugee children should be able to grow up as brothers and sisters and get a lot of love from their home mother, Jetsun Pema," I unquote. Good evening. On this 62nd founding anniversary of Tibetan Children's Village, Upper Dharamshala, I am here to express our immense gratitude towards Ama Jetsun Pema, who is well known for her tireless and faithful work in educating and nurturing thousands upon thousands of Tibetan children in exile. On 7th July 1940, a girl was born who later moves on to become the mother of Tibet. Amala came to India in 1950 and studied first at St. Joseph's Convent in Kalimpong and later at Loreto Convent in Darjeeling. In 1961, she went to Switzerland and then to England to do further studies. She later returned to India in April 1964. TCV in 1960 was only a small nursery with some basic infrastructure. It started with 51 Tibetan refugee children, with Mrs. Sring Tomatakla, Amala's elder sister, taking the sole responsibility. However, Mrs. Sring Damala was soon hurdled with health issues, and after her untimely demise, Amala took over the responsibility at the behest of her elder brother, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Later, as the number of Tibetan refugees fleeing Tibet under Chinese occupation kept increasing, the population of the small nursery also saw a rapid increase, thus creating some major logistic problems. Under such an immensely challenging period, Amala rendered her selfless duties with unparalleled dedication, spreading over many years and decades, thus transforming that small nursery into what it is now, a big institution called TCV, under which exists 10 residential schools, 17 day schools, 3 vocational training institutes, 3 hostels for college students spread across India. Now we also have a fully functional college at Bangalore with residential facilities. All in all, TCV overlooks the well-being of more than 15,000 children and youths. TCV has become what it is because of Amala's active involvement. Amala shouldered the responsibility of the president of the Tibetan Children's Village until her retirement in August 2006. She held this position for more than 42 years. Amala worked day and night in creating a schooling system that not only provides a modern education, but also cultivates a strong family community that preserves Tibetan language and culture. Amala not only left her education at a halt, but also her life, which she dedicated it in helping Tibetan refugee children earn a family, education, and provide a sense of belonging for the Tibetan children. She nurtured every orphan, destitute, and semi-orphan, and cared for them as her own child, because of which children address her as Amala, and that's how she earned the title Mother of Tibet Award from the Assembly of Tibetan People's Deputies in recognition of her dedication and her service to Tibetan children. It is a matter of great pride that today we can witness that graduates of TCV have become teachers, doctors, artists, business owners, and many other professionals. And not only are these individuals prospering in their life, but are contributing productively to the community and playing important roles, and in turn, encouraging and raising a new generation of Tibetans who have the ability to dream bigger than those before them. I was raised in the school since the age of 10 or 7, and it has been like 11 years, and I'm truly grateful for everything the school has done for me and how it has nurtured me into this person I have become today, standing proud on this podium and to be able to express my token of gratitude for everything she has done on to provide a better life for the children of Tibet. None of these would be possible without Ama Jetsun Pema, who laid a strong and a rich foundation that still thrives even after 62 years. In recognition of her work, she has received numerous awards and laurels, and in 1995 was conferred the title Mother of Tibet by the Assembly of Tibetan People's Deputies. And it is with honor that I say, what a fitting tribute. Thank you, and we love you, Amala.
Thank you, Ms. Tenzin Tiangla. At last, we have our final participant for tonight from TCV Selekyu. Ms. Tenzin Chinyi of Class 12B will deliver her speech. A very warm good evening to one and all present here. I, Tenzin Chinyi of Class 12 from TCV Schools Selekyu, take it as a great honor to greet the dignitaries, guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends for this spectacular evening dedicated to Ama Jetsun Pema. I represent every child who received a new life under the wings of Amala. So here I want to deliver a speech on Amala. Have you ever reminded yourself about how blessed you are to be able to attend school? Having not to worry about the food and shelter, and being able to experience such a comfortable and a safe place to learn. All of this is possible only because of Ama Jetsun Pema. Well, if I throw little light on the early life of Amala, Ama Jetsun Pema is fondly known as the Mother of Tibet. Amala was born in Lhasa on 7th July 1940 and completed her schoolings from St. Joseph's Convent, Kalimpong, and Loreto Convent in Darjeeling. She then pursued her further studies in Switzerland and England in the year 1961. Later, she returned to India in 1964 to shoulder the responsibility of looking after the young orphans and the poor children who had been separated from their families during the narrow escape from Tibet. The most critical needs of the Tibetan refugees in exile were to find a means to take care of those children. In 1964, Amala has taken charge of the nursery for Tibetan refugee children as proposed by His Holiness. Amala was just 23 then. At first, there were only 51 students, but later, more and more children enrolled in it. However, due to the extreme weather condition and new environment, 2 to 3 children died every day. In a difficult time, we can imagine the pain and the guilt Amala must have gone through. It truly must have been an ordeal for a 23-year-old young lady. Since then, Amala has shed her sweat and tears for educating the Tibetan children and has provided homes away from home. When Tibet was in crisis, when refugees were lost and had nowhere to go, it was Ama Jetsun Pema who emerged as a ray of hope that lighted up their lives. Amala not only imparted modern education, but also planted the seeds of compassion, kindness, love, and basic human values in us. Her relentless contribution was recognized far and wide with many awards. Children of TCV have grown up, and many have become contributing members of the society. None of these would have been possible without Amala, who wholeheartedly dedicated her life to our cause. In recognition of her dedication and hard work, our school prospers even in the most difficult circumstances. All in all, her happiness lies in making others happy. Her sacrifices and dedications towards Tibetan community is immeasurable. I personally feel a great sense of honor to have the opportunity to talk about Amala and her great achievements. Amala is a woman with selfless heart who always put others before self. I, as a child fostered by TCV, feel immense gratitude towards Ama Jetsun Pema. Ever since my journey in TCV started, I have come to know more and more about Amala's hard work and accomplishments. What I have become today is all because of Ama Jetsun Pema. Amala has opened a whole new world for us. Amala has devoted her entire life to this organization and our community as a whole. So taking this as a rare opportunity, I would like to thank Ama Jetsun Pema from the core of my heart for being such a loving and a caring mother. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Tenzin Chingila. With this, we have come to the end of the presentations. May I now invite the chief guest of tonight's event, Ms. Sonam Dokala, to come up onto the stage to do the honors. I request the participants to come forward to receive a white scarf as a token of appreciation. Master Tenzin Chanjum from TCV Selekyu, Master Rinchen Karma Tomo from TCV Gopalpur, Mrs. Nangsi Chiki from TCV Bailakupi, Master String Oru from Suja, Class 4 students of lower TCV, Master Turup Norbu from TCV Ladakh,
Class 6 students from TCV Suja. Ms. Tring Diki from TCV Gopalpur. Ms. Sangelamo from TCV Chandra. Ms. Tenzin Dekit of TCV Chandra. Master Kil Sang Punjung from TCV Bailakupi. Tenzin Tashi from TCV Ladakh. Tenzin Tiang from Upper TCV. And Tenzin Chingi from TCV Selekyu. Meanwhile, the school would like to request the chief guest to offer a scarf and an honorary to a few people who have rendered their time and assistance in various programs of the 62nd TCV Founding Anniversary. I request them to come up onto the stage as I call out your name. Mr. Tring Wangela. Mr. Tring Wangela has been of immense help in training the students for the calisthenics display. Mr. Tashila. Mr. Tashila has helped with the school band in training students on the bugle. Mr. Lekshila. Mr. Lekshila has been in charge for the mic arrangements for both day 1 and day 2. Sorry, but I request the members of the group song from Upper TCV to get a white scarf as a token of appreciation. Thank you, all of you. We now have the result of the March Past and Banner Contest. The winner of the March Past contest is Class 10.
March Past Class 10.
Next, for the banner contest, there are 2 categories. From the first category, class 9 to 12, the winner is class 10. From the second category, class 6 to 8, the winner is class 7. No. Thank you, ma'am. I now request the chief guest to say a few words.
Tadaride Sogan Chambudi Nalia, Pudu Kemde, Longo Trujure Ni Lebta, and Pundu Tuchikating Tenshu Jayata, and Ama Jetsun Pema, Kati Jetenshu, Tude, Gachambudi Tolia, Derdusanga, Dun the Per Nambre, and there de Chunambe, Pondu Nalia, Pershun Shiri Legung Tungji, and the Uchikab Legungi. Jijab Genji, Gansunam Sujulata, Shayun Genji, Gan Duxing La Nitube, Ujikab Legungi Jazunamba, and Pudu Kimdi, Nietemba Ganlata, and Lopchini Tube, Pudu Kimdi D, Gele number, and Chota Kanepebe, Lopchita Nietemba, and it Jayan Quantum number, Lopsu number, and Mixeg. They developed a number Sangmaya, Ning Yabutone, Bongro Deleta, some detached the Shugi. The Garsora Transtangit in the Injisan shoes and Yapuga told my shoe chogachi. The low ship men's Pudu Kem dita and sandal laptena long as to laptena leg cheche. Any Kigan, Kechi, Lopchi, Shayun Genzing Mingtone, Lomangus Lega Chetebre, any Jeje, Dunzum Champundek, Dunia Lange, Keji Share, Cook Mangus Rabreti, Ine Dindektolia, Chukputa, and Trikputa, and Sobor Shayake, Tengbok Tone Shayaki, Umshiti, Naja to Mindu. And that Tanda Casara can you chini, local house to worry. And it Togon de Yonje Tanda get to them lage, Togon de Yonje Kranchi share Sungi. And the local gets Dunzum Chimpundek doing Malamba and Kumshit Bella de Shimone Shualia Tesum Statu in a Mikan like another wash jambre, and near touching the man shuna. Any Carsora Naleji, Ningbachi, Genki, Man Shubatabra Chikitu, and the Man Shu Mashim Jetu Sabre, and yet won't see Hashes Mashu Chokji. That though Tanda Ama Jetsun Pema, Cutting Chitang Tolia, Lapta Zute Carsora, Somda, any Calmas speech that the Manguch Naso, and it is Nalia when I said the session, but Amala. Ule Kagaskin, you may, Gati Chamber Kagasime. Does the Sangma Grants Dina Jushu Nanje, Masunya, Shra Chongda, Yawanasha, any Ma Sabushra Sonson, and de Ma Menea Sanje, Shunek, Mixeg Lapta Zoya, Tende, Pendo Chamber Joy or Resemgi. And Natogon Yakshu Chick, Garatons and Sena. Some that Casora poem that was a Changma Rangzum Naje, Susu Zum Naje, any number 72, and Ding and Nanga Chamber Assembly. Mission that G sharp ma cure deble, Susu G in the Susu ma share to be na, the one lopchon Yagushon Bressingby. It's not the Tinde Gomshi Sona, the Nanga Chambusta Tonson, and the one there to Watu number the Star Yakuchonsha, Tochana Shuayi, and the net under Garsora under Pensashan, Tashu Pujim, so in the Pugu Chunju to Zu, and she gave up a Chatan do Dutch. Do Yimba Gangshil, Chatanga, and the Pugu Chik Chetana to the one put that Tajish, Hal Leve Yakuchonsons. The one Shirakabuchon and Yala love Nanya, the tender foolish start your racing. Guys in the Pukuchunju, the Lavia, Kalesta, your and Koran the star who up at Nasha, they mix it to Chena Shuayi. And the net under Casora. Tanda te nganju ta tin lapta ju she ta na so di live music de sta ya go tu shye she ta chi city straj ma tan je thab da tam ble so live music khor yob che ani chi recha to so sing yu be tak zen se bu sta an di chong da ku go brab di sta ya go de sang gi wa che san to zu de di ya go tu mu thu je ya ke ta na nen ga chim bre shye yin and then the Canada got on the Zerim Tol Shugu Bechane, Chick, Tanda Karsura, Anjuma Common and do Zamba, Mike, the Tol Tanyeta Nekundua, but Son Chambershu and Digan Mike, the big Senshu near to Nyanjolia, but Shuk Chambershim de Kuduan, just a Mike Pechutana, the Nanga Chimpana, Nanga Chimberesam Girwa, and the net on the Karsura. Audience, Minaya, Saint Shunyetu, Kamuna, and the Massam Church, the Neshra Thomas, Nanyama, the Legacy doing it, the Yakutung Merwa. Guys, Chikare, want to do the Yonche, the laptops in the Ganlas in the Pondrich in Beneri, Chikma Sungu Yuna, they say at the Nanga Chambuchere, guys, in it. Tunda ke chumbuchil ti je kon ti dun de shan je chik sungu orba ti sen at nanga chumbure and ke di gun sen ni du men so so khara shugur man do pha ke je she chu ke shi che je bi na so so manyen be thol mi shen dal nye ya ku gop di la to orba san di nge nanga chumbuch thon so shui wa and da dang de thar tun de ya kar so re lapte nalia Gala number to the Kim Mixeg, Gala number to the Kimza Amala to Chale Nayati, one love Chembuta, Garsora Nanga, Pendo Chembu Shuji Resha, Gaisana, that Yama Lapte Nal, they do samba, this Soa Chigre, that under Chilo Mat Tunche, and Susu Pugu Pugunyambo, Deche, and Pugu to Chictado Chidu Sambarwa, one Susu Nalia Pugu Chignile Mene, that. Tajong Chiel, Hal Leve Kangetuan, and it's China Samlo Kogan, Mone Kim Zan Chignal, Pugul Lotse Dram Manda, Neze Dram Manda, Cheba Dram Manda, Sumju Stinde, Deb Chiglia, Sumju Nishu Stinde, any Amla Chig, see good, one Kale Chamber Redogas, Samsung, same day, Shuk Chambush Leg Durba. Any chick, one that Taganashi Kala to Erbat in Denalia. Chick Pugucheva drum mandal, lobs near him drum and a mangochi love Nakore, and the chick Tina do Samba, Gala Imbinere, Amla Imbinere, Kule Chambushra, Yine, Chale, the chick puta was Nambina, and the Karsura, Pan of Chambush Ujeresha. Gaisana, Tangan to sick there, the Puguchinjuch, Wonder Puguchimbine, Chicksosu now, Chebalo do Zamba. Takran Shella Yago Sagmin to Teta, Yago Chigmin to near Vidro Skepje Kanla Tangin da Sagajan Namsan, Teta that was a Juatan Jichutan, Tickets Kanla to Simjo Chigorva. And so the Kanlas Amla to Chichale Naya, the Pe Nanga Chamberesha, and Dandapato me Mangochiga, Hule Könche, Dumde Yagosta turn your lapta Mango Tatsu with the Yagosta Yore, Yine Yarkel Tayo Mare, Jana Changman when Haru Baruja, Huda Badanaya, Nanga Chamber Star Resangi, and it under Lapte Nangi Lega Kari Imbine, Chick Malopti Nanya Imbinere, Lapta Chanya Imbinere, Legunang Leji Chimbinere, so Gandhi, Saboji Kenje, and it Gandhi Kimbatone, and kurchile na je huda bata na bi na ani migyu khande strubi ne nya matub yo mare samgi chandi migyu dubya che to gen shembachi da gen shemba thone kurkhiya de nga chembre samgirwa ani nganjo le chale kharin na bi ne ta to pene cha to gong jerim surande yena tengje khan liya chik ning job ta ta sisi de ten to member che di na dang de di gang na be ngone inji kyon da ine re su su so go ke da ine re kamen na da ine re pe mi si be ya go to ga ta di ma khasa kal kim jang na li bi ne re jin de na li ne ticket ma bab thu bi ko re sang bi ene din de shong bi na ene yar ke ru ro ba ene ngam ju din de je rim chik su du ta ta re ta de lab de putu kem de lab de chang ma ne lab da phe yo re ene ma chang me si yo re khande chi gu du ge any yaga dige sije ta dinde chna so di yago sta tu ta nganju chuma dile yag chna tu yag thapsi chog tu wa kombe sim shu chda mig yu chna bi na entende yarke dugre sam girwa en nganju khar che bi ne ya the kyos nima kyos de che de bi na en gali gali ma nyam gu dugurwa che zan yarke tro ine gali gali dugre ma nyamgu dra ine ha ma go be thone kali kali shin je en kanjam chine ngaj chang han tho de cha tu gwa ani dan da ngaj amala ka tin che de mangu shu amala kule shu shu bre ta ti ngaj kule kyom bi ta ga de chi kha she nyam bo chi she da kule shu shu bre chi je she be nge ti go ma ri sam gi wa kule kyom bi ngaj kyen shu chang me sem la sha je ta amala kule ti go kyom bre ta ti ngaj 오늘 토라 단의 지금 말에 삼배 심슈스 케제 장매 후다바다 남비는 부두 캠데 단대 야타주 열에 단도 딜레이 야 루그레 삼기 가에서는 미망고 지기 처루 냠딕 토는 게 남거 봐 세상에 엔 상마 단대바다 후다바다 남브레 대닝 타고네 토체나 쉬어인지다 엔 단도 이네 무투제 엔 후다바다 나로나 쉬어인 토체나
Thank you, ma'am. Before we wrap up this evening, I would like to express my gratitude and thanks to the people who have helped put this event together. First of all, my heartfelt and sincerest gratitude to Ama Jetsun Pema, without whom we won't be here together to be a part of such a wonderful evening. Our sincere thanks goes to Mrs. Namdokala for very kindly consenting to be the chief guest for tonight's event. Thank you, ma'am. We loved having you amidst us once again. The event won't be possible without our marvelously eloquent participants from the 8 different TCV schools. We are in awe of your confidence and presentation. Thank you very much. I take immense pleasure in extending my sincere thanks to the principal of Upper TCV School and the headmaster of senior section TCV Upper for helping the English department in putting this event together. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to Mr. Lekshila and his team for helping us with the mics. And last but not the least, I thank everyone in the audience for sparing your time tonight and being a part of tonight's event. Thank you and have a good night.